Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore 64. I'm looking at a maze type game called Zoom, posed by Discovery Software in 1988. It's a 1 to 2 players, I'm the only player here, and it's based loosely I suppose on AMIDAR, the arcade game from Stern in 1981. There's lots of power-ups here on this grid. You control this yellow Pac-Man sort of looking creature, and basically you must circle the whole grid to fill it in and capture it from the enemies. You can start on any level you want, up to a certain number. Here I am. We've already reviewed this game on the Commodore Amiga, so have a look at that. So that's a few circled. Now there's creatures going around the grid. If you bump into them, you will lose a certain amount of time or strength. You can see there's a green bar going down on the right, and there's like a purpley bar going down the left. So keep an eye on those. I presume we don't want them to go to 0. Now this isn't expert gameplay, seeing how you would have got on the game with your first second go. The controls are a little bit slippery for me, I'm finding, first of all. Don't let those lips catch you going round the place, and they did catch me and I'm dead. So they would kill you straight away. Now on the right you can see that vertical data score there with all your bits, 1 player, my score underneath, and lives under the Pac-Man. So influenced by Pac-Man and AMIDAR. Pac-Man was from Namco in 1980, which was to influence many games. So how am I doing here? Well, I'm circling lots of stuff, I'm trying to avoid lots of stuff. I love the sounds when you do circle them, and it looks like I'm going to get to the next grid. So this one looks fairly easy. But as I say, the controls do slide about a bit, so sometimes I'm missing the exits. There's a sweep there. I think that's that extra points. Have a look at that. Yes, some power-ups make you go quicker, some freeze the enemies, some make you go a little bit quicker. So it's a bit trial and error, but it does tell you at the start there what's what. If you press fire button, there we go, good. If you press fire button, you can drop a little bit of a bomb, so the things behind you will die. But then you'd have to circle the things again. So it's an interesting one. It's the sort of game I would have liked back in the day. The question marks that come up, you don't really know what their power-ups are going to be. So let's keep going. Go, like a crazy Wally. Now please subscribe if you haven't already. Do check out the Amiga version of this, as I say. Amiga version, yeah, slightly better I would say, but it's a more advanced system. Yeah, so if you watch this Runs video, please subscribe, and a big thank you to those people subscribed already. We all know it's not expert gameplay, we all know this. It's about dodgy gameplay, nincompoop chat, and stress busting, and seeing what the game plays like. That power I just got did 4 boxes all at once. I think it was like an apple there, kabiff. So I'm doing okay here. You sort of like get the idea of what you need to do. Money is just extra points, it doesn't do anything special. If you're a points hunter, I'm sure there's a logical way of doing this game. Let's get all the green ones. What's that thing ticking down? Something ticked down, some sort of power up. Oops, to avoid that. Okay, this one will freeze all the enemies for a set time span. Well, most of them, by the looks of things. One of them's still moving around. Come on, Nick, you've got this. Some enemies just go backward and forward on a set line. Others will follow you around the whole grid. It's knowing which does which. So I've just got that top side to do. Power-ups won't stay there forever. They'll only be there for a certain amount of time. Right, okay, I think we've got this now. Oh, there's a freeze button there. That'd be useful. Some enemies seem to be undoing all my handiwork. I'll go right round the other side. Oh, no. Those lips seem to be the only ones that like physically chase you. Come on, Pac-Man, who's not really Pac-Man. Right, this little sweetie. The enemies go slow enough on this first stage, although you can jump in at later stages if you want more of a challenge straight away. But as a newbie noob, I'm finding this quite challenging immediately. Well, I went through that thing, so I just got a bit of strength there by doing so. Right, just one line to get. Come on, one line to get. Buff. On that one there where I did a bomber. Yes, good. Kaboom. And it's on to Maze 3. So you've got the idea. I think it's well worth tracking down this game. It's quite clever. Although it is influenced by AMIDAR and PAC-MAN, it's unique enough. I do like the angle of the screen there. It's interesting. Although I complained about the slipperiness of the controls first of all, it does add to the challenge and give it an appearance of its own, a feel of its own. And overall I like it. I would have played it a lot of times back in the day. Not sure if it came out on the ZX Spectrum. I'll have to have a look at it. But I wish it, I hope it has. But I don't know that for definite. Also, just the small things. I like that the grid you're encircling encircles a different colour each time. As a kid, it's those sort of like small things that make me think I'm getting somewhere. Like the Pac-Man mazes that change colour on Mus Pac-Man in particular. Right. Oops, see, that power up just got me to the next stage. The question mark, you never know what it's going to do, but that got me to the next stage. There is a power up, it's a rocket, will transfer you to the next one. A bit like Batty, I suppose, where you got that jetpack there, that took you to the next stage as well. Right, good. Let's just see how far I can get then. I'm enjoying this on my first go. Don't know what that power up did. Maybe nothing. Kaboom! If you are a yellow round thing going around a maze trying to avoid things that are trying to kill you while trying to circle squares to make them go green, then comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Massive shout out to the members keeping this thing running. There's thousands, literally thousands of reviews. If you want to catch up on those. My style gradually changes from about 10 years ago as I got a bit more confident and got a bit more mad. But there we go. Good stuff. Right, boom. The channel will keep going. It will keep going as long as I'm breathing. If I'm not breathing, it makes it a little bit awkward. But I'll still have a go. Right, question mark. Please get me to the next stage. It didn't. That was just a freeze, I think. Bomb, 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 da bum, bomb, bomb, da bum. Oh, no, that was stupid. Right, okay. So how much of the grid we got left here? It's a seriously doable game. I think it's probably more fun in single player than two player this time around, because when you say player 2 play, you just think, I want my go. But I think you might play simultaneously, I think, so that might make it a little bit interesting, as you see who can circle the most squares the quickest. Oh man, caravan. So you don't necessarily die by hitting into the enemies, but it does drain your energy. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of something or other. Right, okay, now I need the enemy to get away from here. Might be okay. Oh, that's tough. Right, it's just those two squares up there. See that thing undoing all my handiwork? I want the line to go green. You Wally. Oh, well, I don't think it's going to make a great difference. He's just making it look untidy. Come on. Can we do this? Yes, one left. Yay. On to the next grid. So it's always single screen. But just more elaborate grids each time. Looks like it's going to go red on this occasion. So, a good game to get. As I say, if I played for it back in the day, I wouldn't be disappointed. You know pretty much what you're going to get from the screenshots there. I do hope it scored quite good back in the day. 1988, so, you know, I think, yeah, near the end of the Commodore 64's commercial run, but still very much within it. I think very, very early 16-bit games were coming out, but they weren't really utilising the maximum of what the 16-bit systems could do at that point, or at least the Commodore Amiga and the Atari ST at least. But there we go. Boing, boing, boing. Just want to complete the game now. It's quite interesting. Got my tactics, got my tic-tacs. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, if you want to see more Commodore 64 games we've reviewed, getting quite a list now, then click on my username, takes to the channel page, everyone knows, then click on the playlist tab at the top, Commodore 64 will be there, along with a list of other stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And also as well, if you want to see all the games we reviewed so far in sort of like a summary, check out the reviewed games playlist, where we do like a compilation vid, bits of footage for the last 50 games we've done. Always update that roughly when we get to 50. Boom. Right. They take a while to do, so sometimes there's a little bit of delay, but they are fun to do and they're fun to look at. The more games we review, the more we get into ones you might not have heard of, because there was so many. There's the main games that everyone heard of. They've got all the advertising, the plaudits, and there's a load of mystery ones. I think sometimes it was a lot of people on their own and then sending it to a publishing house, and then were absolutely delighted when they got published. Happy days? That would never happen now though, would it? That's why I like the 8-bit era. It seemed like anything was possible. Now you need a big studio of people and a research team. But yeah, those early days were the time to get into it, where you could make your fortune, a bit like the gold run of the 1800s, where you could find a gold nugget and make your fortune there in the Wild West. But you could get shot in the Wild West, so that was the only bad thing. I don't think in the 8-bit era you could get shot, or maybe you could. If you know more about that, then comment in the comment section below, like a big crazy nincompoop person that's going along with the stupidity-ness that I'm saying. Hooray! Oh, I've done it. Game over. Bom, 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 bom. Pop went the weasel, and pop went my goal. Let's put my name in. I made it to number 1. That's great. I'm in the top 10. Who's second, we don't know. Someone who didn't want to leave their name. So I really like that game. A nice little puzzler, influenced by AMIDAR, as I say, from Sterling 1981. But this is Zoom on the Commodore 64, published by Discovery Software in 1988. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome. Thank you for watching the video. Take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
If you are a yellow round thing going around a maze trying to avoid things that are trying to kill you while trying to circle squares to make them go green, then comment in the comment section below.